It's Transformers96 here with another video, and I'm going to be talking about some newly shown items. This time we have the Star Wars The Black Series, our first look at Last Jedi figures being Rey and Luke. This is quite exciting. I am pretty surprised to see them this early, actually. I kind of wasn't expecting it, so to see them pop up is very cool. We do also have like a rumored assortment for Force Friday, so I'll touch on that a bit. However, mainly I'm going to be just talking about these figures here. These will be sold as a 2-pack exclusive to Comic-Con, which will be also put on sale on Hasbro's website on August 14th, and then will also be able to be purchased single packs on Force Friday, September 1st. So there's kind of 3 different ways that you can get these 2 figures. So going over the actual figures here, starting off with Rey. Rey looks very nice. I do like her new color scheme. I think it's a little more interesting than the last film, and there's a little bit more going on here. As far as reused parts, Black Series surprisingly doesn't reuse a lot of its parts, which I think is very nice. So I wouldn't be surprised if she's a completely new mold. However, if she's not, I could definitely see some things being reused, such as the torso. I don't think there's much different there, other than she has a little bit more skin showing, I think. The arms could totally be reused, and then the kind of the rubbery pieces of her costume, that could be reused as well. The legs are definitely new though, and then the staff, I believe the staff is definitely reused, and the gun and the lightsaber are new from what I can tell. So overall, there's some new things here, could be some reused things, but it looks like a solid figure. Obviously the head sculpt is completely new, especially with her new hairstyle. The face sculpt doesn't look great. It doesn't look like they improved the sculpting on the face from the last one, unfortunately. Hopefully in person it'll look a little bit better, but overall it looks like an okay figure. I obviously had the first one. Everybody has the first one, so do you really need this one? It's up to you. She's such an important character though, in such an important movie, that it's totally worth it for me, and I do still think that everybody's gonna pick this up. It's the main character of The Last Jedi. You gotta get it. So I do think that it does look pretty nice, and wish for a better head sculpt, but overall it still does look very cool, and I do like the fact that I finally will have a Rey with a lightsaber. Then we have Luke. Luke looks really good. I'm pretty impressed with Luke. I think that his head sculpt looks very solid. I do definitely like his hood piece, although I'm worried about how it's going to lay on the figure. I'll show you with another picture. His costume looks very well detailed, very nicely wrinkled. It's hard to see if it's rubber or cloth. At the bottom there, I think it's all rubber, but there could be a bit of cloth. Now his cloak obviously is fully cloth. His articulation, I'm hoping, is pretty good. Could be a little hindered at the legs because of a lot of his cloth there. But the arms, of course, look like standard Black Series articulation. Unfortunately, he doesn't come with a lightsaber, which I do find pretty strange. He doesn't even come with like an interchangeable right hand that's a mechanical hand. Or maybe that is a mechanical. I think that's a gloved hand. I can't tell though. But he doesn't come with a lightsaber, which I do think is very strange. Could he not use a lightsaber in the movie? I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine that's the case. Wouldn't he like want to show Rey how to do things? At the very minimum, even if he doesn't fight anybody. So I do think it is strange that he doesn't come with a lightsaber, or at least that there's not one being sold here in this set. Here we have images of them out of package. Okay, so now I can see that is his mechanical hand. That's not a gloved hand. But overall, the way that his cloak hangs, it doesn't look like it hangs very well. In package, the hood is kind of smashed down because it's in the package, so it looks fine. But out of package, as you can see, it does poof up quite a bit, which doesn't look great. And then the cape itself doesn't really go down to the floor properly. It seems to kind of flare out. So I'm not a big fan of the cloth here. I actually wish that they used rubber or a plastic. I think that would have just been better, so that it would hang more naturally. Unfortunately, it doesn't hang very well, it looks like. However, I do still like the fact that these figures use some cloth. And then you get a better look at Rey. Rey's arms look a bit thinner than the last one, so that definitely could be new. The legs are obviously very new, and then you can kind of see her with the lightsaber there. So overall, she does look very cool. As far as how I'm gonna get the set, it's gonna be a $50 set at Comic-Con or on Hasbro's website on August 14th. I'm not going to Comic-Con, so I'm obviously not gonna get it there. August 14th, I might consider it at slightly, but I don't think I'll get it because it'll only be 2 weeks early, and I'll have to pay for shipping because they never do any deals on San Diego Comic-Con figures for free shipping or anything like that. So I'd have to pay for shipping, and I'd have to pay an extra $10 because this set's being sold for $50 instead of $40. So I don't plan to get it on August 14th. I think that I'll just wait until Force Friday. It's more fun to have, more stuff to get on Force Friday too. It makes it more of an experience as well. And it'll only be like 2 weeks early if I bought it on their website. So that's my plan. And it's so hard to buy anything on Hasbro's website for San Diego Comic-Con. It's a madhouse on there, and the site always gets way blocked up. But overall, I am very excited for these two figures. Rey looks exciting just because it's Rey from The Last Jedi, and that's awesome, but the figure itself doesn't look too amazing. The Luke figure looks very cool, although I'm very surprised he doesn't come with a lightsaber. You can obviously give him Rey's lightsaber if you wanted to, because it's technically his old lightsaber, but still it's very strange that he doesn't come with one. But he does look like a really solid figure from the head sculpt and the costume design. So there you go. That's my thoughts on these first two figures. Also, the first assortment from what's it called? From Force Friday. It's rumored to be these two, which I think are obviously true. Then Kylo Ren, a new version. The Admiral Thrawn, but without his massive collection, which is being sold as a Comic-Con exclusive. It'll just be a basic Admiral Thrawn. I believe one of the Rebels figures, and then a Stormtrooper, if I'm not mistaken. So that's an interesting first assortment. Wish it would be great if they did just a complete wave to start it off that was just The Last Jedi, no other, Star Wars figures. That would have been really nice. However, it is still nice that we get a few Last Jedi figures in there. I'm very excited to see what Kylo Ren will look like. I love Kylo Ren, so to get another or a more improved Kylo Ren figure would be very cool as well. So there you go. That's my thoughts on these two Last Jedi Black Series figures. Let me know what you guys think of them, and thanks so much for watching.